just want to say that the opening prayer really kind of touched my heart and was a important item in my mind, because what we need more of is gratitude for the service and for the kindness and the loyalty and um, just all of the people who contribute to make this work. Okay. And oftentimes we have people that just seem to want to create just some sort of distorted, fight, fight, fight mentality, who have no gratitude and who don't appreciate others and the work that people contribute and, the goodwill that we bring forward. They've lived in a corporate world for so long that it's all dog eat dog in their minds, and they think that they're going to progress and climb up some sort of ladder by stepping on others. And that is diametrically opposed to the community-based government that we are heir to. Our community-based government is supposed to uphold family values, in essence, and to treat our countrymen as brothers and sisters. And so, you know, sometimes you may bicker with your brother, but he's still your brother, you know? And you know how to go to him and say, well, I was expecting this, or I believe that this is the way it is. And, you have a discussion about it. You don't start making assumptions and suppositions and spreading gossip and doing all these really ugly things that have been happening pretty much nonstop for the last 6 months to a year in our assemblies. And there are just some people who are having a real hard time adjusting to a different way of doing things and a different way of life. And, the question is, how can we foster a community-based government system that really embraces people, welcomes people, helps people, without all these petty concerns and chatterbox stuff that goes on? We need to get a new attitude fostered in our assemblies so that one lady said to me, okay, I joined the assembly and I was expecting something new and different and wonderful. And all I get is he said, she said, and gossip and rumors and slanderous accusations about people lying and stealing and all sorts of nastiness. It's as bad or worse than the de facto. And so she was going to give up right before she even got her nose in the assembly. She was ready after one meeting to call it quits and say, no, this isn't anything I want to be associated with.
It sounds like the woman that was on our call last night. She had the same experience. It might even be her.
Might be. And I did, she told me what had gone on, what her experience was at a first meeting of the assembly. And I didn't blame her a bit. She had had a bad experience, bad impression. First impressions count. And if we aren't making the effort to resolve whatever differences we have and to be kind and to be civil to each other, then how in the world is anybody going to be encouraged to participate in an organization and a group of people who don't even know how to behave toward each other, who don't know how to be welcoming or open or kind or anything else, just nastiness. And this particular assembly that she experienced has had problems for a solid year and a half. And it's just been, promoted and engendered and created as a bad situation by a few renegade members who, despite being openly told, hey, this isn't how we do things, simply didn't get the message hard enough from the other members. You know, the best way to quell gossip is to make it clear that it's unwelcome and that you don't want it around, that you don't want to listen to gossip, that you're not interested in gossip. If they've got facts and there's a criminal accusation, take it to the oversight committee. If it's a civilian type, civil dispute with uh, issues of property or whatever, take it to the ombudsman. But don't go around slandering other members. Don't go around doing anything but be grateful for the other members, because we are only going to get through this together. Okay? There's no other way. And anything that divides us is an attempt to conquer the whole effort. We have to recognize that. We have to recognize the evils of gossip and of suppositions, or as some people say, the assumption. And we have to go forward. We can't be stuck going around in circles with, oh, he said, she said, they're doing blah, 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 blah. Okay, we can't. When we have differences of opinion, we have to recognize that. And then we have to, do something adult to resolve it, and not this petty kindergartner type corporate response of, oh yeah, well, I'm going to, pull some sort of maneuver on somebody. Okay, we've got to get past this. We have to learn a different way, and the only way for that to really take hold, that community-based governance feeling and reality, is if the individual members of the community that makes up that assembly gets together and says, okay, well, we're not putting up with any gossip. If you want to gossip, bye. Go stand in a corner and gossip to yourself. And otherwise, if you've got real facts, go to the oversight committee. If you've got some other kind of complaint, go to the ombudsman. But stop the clacking, stop the phone trees late at night talking to people and trying to influence their opinion. That's not right. And the way that you can stop this in its tracks is by politely hanging up. When they call and they want to talk about things and they want to give their opinions and their ideas, and they want to slander other people, and they want to say things that are ugly and infer and give a bunch of innuendos and inferences about somebody else's motivations and so on and so forth, just say no. Yeah, just take Nancy Reagan's advice. Just say no. No, I don't have time to listen to that kind of stuff. My life is on the up and up. My life is positive. I want it to stay that way. No more of this corporatist dog eat dog, fight, 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 us and them mentality. It has to be a mentality of all of us together. Or as someone wise once said, if it isn't good for all of us, it isn't good for any of us.